Alright, so today is moving day for the baby Corydoras. I have some plants here to put into the plastic tote they're moving into because they're too big for this jar now, and it's really hard to clean out the uneaten food out of this jar. So it's time to move them into something that'll be easier to clean, and I'm going to move them into this plastic tote for now, and then they'll grow. When they grow out, they'll go into the 29-gallon. And this tote, I drilled a little hole. It's very uneven because I had a terrible bit on my Dremel to do it. So, but yeah, I put a little hole in there, and I'm going to put the tubing through there. And I'm going to try out this little betta filter that I got. I think I got it at Walmart, and that's gonna be what I try. I'm just trying out some new things for my fish fry. Now, normally I would prefer to put them in a tank with established media and everything. That's just how I always like to grow them out, but I'm gonna do the bare bottom technique again, and we're gonna go from there. So, yep, but I got these plants to go in here to help keep the water good, and some snails grew out with them in here, and I'm gonna put them in to help clean up. So, yep. But yeah, like I said, I do like to grow them out in a tank that's already cycled. I usually have like a little 2.5 gallon that's always up, but I recently tore that one down, and I will probably set it back up again for fry grow out. But while I'm waiting to do that, I'm just gonna do the bare bottom technique, which is what I used to do. Wow, that was packaged in there and it got smushed. But this is the little sponge filter. I'm gonna put it up just a little higher than the bottom because I've had fish get stuck behind and under these things before, so I wanna make sure nobody can get stuck under it. Honestly, don't know why I'm not using my tripod right now. It would make this a little easier than doing this one-handed, but here we are. All right, and the next thing I want to do is move these guys. Make sure there's no snails on this because they like to climb up this tubing. But the next thing I'm going to do is get these guys used to the water. I mean, everything should be at room temperature, so it's probably fine, but just to be safe. Alright, so I'm going to take these out. And drip acclimating is another great way to get these guys moved over. That one's not looking too good. I'm going to get rid of that so it doesn't cause issues. Oh, there's some new growth in that one. I'll let that one go. And now these plants came from a cycled tank, so I'm hoping there's some beneficial bacteria on it, just to also help. The plants themselves will help, but it would be nice to also have some beneficial bacteria helping out too. So that's also looking a little rough there. Get rid of the dead stuff. Oh, that's a snail. I thought it was a dead leaf. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get them used to it by slowly adding bits of water in here, kind of like a drip acclimation. So like I was saying, my preferred method of doing this is with an established tank. That way the spikes aren't as bad and it's more under control, and you don't have to worry as much about ammonia and nitrates and everything because it's already a planted, established tank. I keep a small one on hand for that, but I actually tore mine down recently. I need to get one set up and reestablished. I won't go too much into why I tore that down in this video, but I did tear it down. But yeah, I prefer to use an established tank already because it just helps with swings. And the babies are so delicate, they can't really handle those swings easily, so I just feel the established tank really helps keep things in check, and I've always had a lot of luck with that method. But this is another way you can do it. You just have to really keep an eye on things, because nothing's really established here, but that's why I stuck in some plants because they'll help with those swings. They'll help suck up ammonia, nitrates, and all that. And they were taken from an established tank, so they might have some bacteria on them, some beneficial bacteria to also help. So you could also take like some of the sand from your other tanks or some of the rocks or the driftwood, and that'll have some beneficial bacteria on it. And you could put that in there, and that'll give you some of that to help keep things under control as well. All right. But yeah, here we are. Look at him, he's so cute. But yeah, I hope that rambling made sense. I know everybody has different ways that they do this stuff, but this is just how fish breeding has worked for me. So yeah, but we're doing it this way this time. I have done it this way before too. I just prefer, like I said like a million times, I prefer the established tank method. Everybody has their ways of doing things. This is just how I do it, and I am in no way making this a tutorial on how to do it. Then whatever works for you, works for you. So, but let's get these guys ready.
Wings free.
Just gotta get the snail out of here. And this is a very small batch of babies. I have the cories actively breeding again right now, so I might get some more eggs out of the tank and raise some more. Keep this jar on hand because that's how I like to start. I've raised many of these peppers now. I just adore watching them grow. But yeah, this is a pretty small batch. You can get anywhere from like 1 to 80 or maybe even more. So yeah. Now I'm also going to put a little bit of this Void Vitachem in here. Just pay attention to the volume of water and then put it in accordingly. Alright, and that's everything I'm doing with these guys for now. I'm probably going to move them up on here, clean this stuff up, and move them on there and put a light on top of it. And then this dirty water from their old jar is going to water my plants because I don't like to waste water, so I have a lot of plants. So that's going to be a wrap on this video. And look how different this guy looks compared to the other ones. There's a really light one right on top, right to, well, you can see it. So we have a really light one and a dark one there. It's just fun to see their genetics and see how different they can look. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap. Feel free to stick around to watch these guys grow up, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.